Okay, it's been about a week. All right, we all know that Donald Trump is president. We all know that Kamala done, I guess, acknowledged that he's president. We all know that a lot of liberals are fucking losing their mind, going bald, cutting their hair. A lot of motherfucking conservative people fucking join. A lot of black people with the MAGA hat, which I don't look. I don't have a dog in this fight with the MAGA thing. I don't care if you like it or not, but it's something real cringy when I see a black man wear a MAGA hat. I don't know. It's borderline coonish. It really is. It's just borderline coonish when I see a black man. I don't have a reason why. I really don't. It's just weirds me. It's one of those things that just weirds me out. Like you don't know why, but it just do. Like it, and that's why I'm not afraid of it. It's just one of those things where it's just like I look at it and go, ugh. Um. Okay. I mean, I want to start with I didn't vote. Now, how to do? Take that how you way of want it. If you want to know why I didn't vote, I didn't like neither candidate. I wasn't going to vote for Trump because I felt like Trump shouldn't have been a president in the first place. So why the fuck would I put someone in there that I felt like shouldn't even be there in the first place? I didn't vote for Kamala because I felt like she didn't really had a plan to or what she was fucking doing. And instead of like discussing the plan or discussing what she was going to do to become president, I felt like she just did a lot of pandering and trying to get a lot of people to just jump on her side. And I do not like the way the Democratic, and it's more or less not just her, but more or less how the Democratic Party runs the party because it's just you bank on black voters and then but y'all don't do nothing with them. Like the tangibles, when we ask for tangibles, when we ask for stuff that we really need, we're just ignored and we don't get. And yes, she was under Biden's plan, and you know, 80 to 90% of black people voted for Biden, and yet we was put to the back burner. And then like I felt like she was going to do the same. I really did. I really felt like she was going to do the same for us. That they more or less worried about the wars in Ukraine or in this look. Look, and I understand that's a very serious war, and they do need help. But at the same time, I feel like our as Americans, we need help over here. Like the economy is fucking trash. Everybody said, and honestly, that's why most people voted for Trump because they felt like, you know, back then they felt like Trump was better. I never did, and I never said those words because I knew if we start saying those words, that man's gonna rear his fucking ugly head back. But even some liberals was saying like, "Damn, we might have been better under Trump's presidency than it is Biden." And I said it from day one. Your only job is to prove that you're better than Trump, and I felt like you didn't do it. Thank you for the student loan forgiveness thing, though. But other than that, I felt like he didn't do anything to make people believe that he was fucking better than Trump. Now, again, now Kamala, I don't think me personally, and I'm speaking from this from a personal angle. I don't think she was yes, she is very qualified for the job. But there's more than just being qualified for the job, in my opinion, than to be president. You do kind of have to be charming. You do got to be like someone that people can just love and adore. And then you got to be someone that like um, people can look at and say, "That's my president." And I felt like Kamala didn't have that. Now, Obama, I don't care. How would you feel about Obama? Obama was charming. Obama was charismatic. Obama looked, he walked in like he knew what he was doing and he had a plan. He had an Obamacare. He knew what he was doing. He knew how to sway a crowd. I don't think I don't think Kamala did. And let that be a lesson to you because Trump knew how to. Again, I'm not a Trump supporter, never been a Trump supporter, but Trump knows how to persuade a crowd to get people on his. And a lot of people have been saying it. Like, yeah, he doesn't belong, but he does know how to fucking charm a fucking crowd. and a lot of people didn't. You know, a lot of people took that for granted. To even the fact that he was going on Aiden Ross's fucking stream, and like, they was like, "Yo, Kamala should go on fucking Casanat stream," and people turned that down. And now, I don't think she would have went to Casanat stream. I think Shannon Sharp was cool enough, but Aiden Ross did get the young viewers. Like, it might have helped, but do you really want to see fucking her being on the same screen as Casanat with his screaming ass and that? Like, I don't know. And then Phantom bumping in, talking about Phantom Tax, and then I don't think that'll flew. Like, come to think of it, like, you're not seeing Kamala on no damn food. Now, the whole Aiden Ross and Trump thing, yeah, you can see that. But unless Casanat get real serious. Like, he can't do them childish shit, and I don't see that happening, especially with I don't know the way they be pulling around. Because Constant likes to have fun. I'm not saying he's an idiot. You can tell in the streets he likes to have fun, and like he likes to do fun things. So I just didn't think that was fit. Like, you had to have somebody that at least fit. Okay, so but a part of me is glad that Kamala isn't president. And I was trying to explain this, and I was telling B, but B can be a stubborn Taurus, as she is. She's a stubborn ass Taurus, but I think she understood. I said, yo, the way they were dogging Obama in his 4 years, I said it's the same reason why I didn't want Michelle to fucking do it. I said they done dragged the fuck out of her. You see how they was dragged? And I was telling her, yo, they was dragging fucking Obama for wearing a tan suit. They was dragging fucking Michelle Obama for wearing sleeveless shirts. Like, the kids was on the news for a week. They was dragging the fuck out of the kid. I said, oh, they was stressing that man the fuck out. They went from, um, I said Obama went from having black hair, jet black hair, to fucking salt and pepper, and then to fucking all gray hair because they stressed them the fuck out. Imagine what they was going to do to Kamala because they was already getting in her, and you could say it was because of her race or something like that, but like everything she did, the motherfuckers was you. And I told people it's just like you went to find her grandmother's death certificate just to prove that she's not black or something like that, or whatever the fuck it is that Candace Owens doing. And I stand on that is doing too much because we had that argument, like, because Kamala thought she was gonna win. I say, yeah, when you start doing things like going to someone's grandmother's death certificate just to prove that you was black or not, you're doing too much. I don't care if you win or not, and I stand on that. It's just like you were doing too much because you thought that she might have won or she might be winning. Because you wouldn't do that if you was winning. If Trump was like winning, you wouldn't even do that. It's just like because it wasn't necessary. You didn't need it, but that debate scared a lot of Republicans. I don't care what anybody says. The debate scared a lot of Republicans. They're eating the dogs. They're eating because that's the main thing that people got out of that. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats, and it would make him look bad. So it made look like Kamala done dog walked him. And a lot of people was like, yo, Kamala wasn't looking that good either, but you just like, but even being there, she turned it off like halfway. Yeah, because it was getting kind of stupid. And it wasn't a good look. So the Republicans, they was getting desperate. And I stand on that. And then, people was like, oh, you don't want to come on the truth. I was like, y'all don't need to do, and my whole thing was, you don't need to do this if you feel like he's going to win. You don't need to do this. That's extra, extra, extra work. But again, I call Candace Owens white supremacy's teacher's pet. Because like, no one else would do it. You would do it. Because, like, she would do things that white people don't even ask. It's just because. I did it just because. Just so she could get cookies and brownie points. Yes, I've said that. I'm sticking on that. Um, Now, as far as okay, I can see, look, as far as the aftermath of it, especially a lot of women angry um, that fucking Trump won. I feel like this might be a separate video, but I'm just saying here anyway. Um, First things first, white women. The fact that y'all want to start a full B movement, the fact that a lot of you American women want to start a full B movement because motherfuckers lost, and then people look at you, oh, now y'all want to not be hoes, and now y'all want to withhold sex, and it's just like people's like, we've been trying to get y'all to stop doing that for a while, so it's just like you may be fun for y'all. It's like, personally, I don't see it happening because I feel like it got to be a whole group thing, like everybody in America, and not every again, as you can see, everybody in America is not fucking for the 4B movement. Um, Also, you can't. Why blame men for something that I felt like you women should have took the advantage of? And if you look at the chart, white women overwhelmingly voted for Trump. All right, the only people that showed up was black women, and a 92% that those that voted, and the black men that voted, that was like 78%. So even then, it's just like black men progressively voted for Kamala. Now, black women, I want to talk to y'all. It's not all of y'all, but it's some of y'all that I don't know what is it, but y'all just blaming black men for some shit that we didn't do, and that's a pet peeve of mine. I do not like getting blamed for shit that I have no control of. But you cannot blame black men for Trump winning, especially if majority of black men voted Kamala Harris. Now, if you and then some of y'all talking about, oh, we should be withholding sex, or a lot of y'all say, I don't want to march for y'all no more, and all that other stuff, and then it comes back to your faces that, what the fuck are you talking about? Black men was voting for black men are the most progressive people out there, and black men are voting for Kamala Harris, and this is like 78 to 80%. So let's just round it off. So if 80% of black men, and some people like 20% is not enough, I said compared to the other fucking people, if anything, 92% was too high. But 80% of black, 80%, that's a B average. And last year, and even like 4 years ago, 80% of black men was voted for fucking Biden. So it's just like we're consistent, and not only that, um, we've been voting Democrat. We're very consistent in the way the fuck we voted. But we as black men, and I'm not Democrat no more. I don't know. I think I should change it to independent, but I don't know if I'm probably Democrat on the cards. I don't know, but anyway, like people don't like the fact that especially black people. It's just like every time we give our votes to the Democrats, they don't do nothing for us. So why do we keep continuing that trend? So a lot of people have been hopping off. A lot of people either hop off and not vote, or a lot of people just go and vote for Republicans. And it's more or less the economy problems and some shit like that. Now, black, like, again, not all black women, but there's some of y'all black women. Y'all like y'all just. I think there's a couple of y'all just don't like black men at all. The fact that even when we do stuff for Kamala Harris, is not y'all not satisfied. And I'm gonna be real with you. Let's just say if black men voted for 92, like just like the fucking black women did, I still feel like y'all would have blamed black men for Trump winning. Now it'd be harder for y'all to like, but I feel like they still feel like, oh, y'all to blame. Like y'all was at 92, he was at 90, so it's like, so 2% of y'all couldn't just hang with us. 2% of y'all, I feel like a lot of y'all would have done that. Some of y'all would just blame black men for no reason. And like I said, for this 4B movement, I don't see I don't see it happening. Yeah, I don't see it happening, and like I feel like some people will try, but even then, and I'm being nice when I say this. I'm not trying to be mean. Some of the women that was talking about withholding sex or phobia errors look like they don't get as much sex as they use as they could, and some of them look very average looking. So it wasn't like no pretty girls or like no baddies that would say, "Oh, we should stop fucking with these men." It's like women that look like they play both sides of the field, or double dabble with the lesbianism. It's more or less like recruiting over there. It's just, oh, we should just take care of us or some shit like that. It sounded like some lesbian shit. And this is the last thing I want to hook because a lot of people, I've always disagreed with this notion of you don't have an opinion because you didn't vote. My and I've always disagreed with that because and I'm gonna speak for me personally. I've been having this type of beef, especially with this election, of how it's been handled overall. Last 4 years, the last election, it took us a month to find a fucking president. Now, that was because of COVID, but the fact that we had early voting and we had some type of voting and we had this type of voting, and it took us a month to do it instead of like just us finding out there and there. It took us a whole goddamn month to where they were still getting mail in and they were still making sure that motherfuckers was all in accounting for, to where like we thought Trump was going to go to win, and then next thing you know, Joe Biden was just creeping up, creeping up, creeping up, and more people was voting for Biden. That right then showed that your system is flawed, and it needs to be changed. It's like something, and I said that you need to change the system of how we vote. We need to update the how we vote. It's like I don't think most people don't like waiting in lines, and I know you can vote online and all that other stuff. But I feel like there should be different ways to be handling that instead of people just going to like random high schools and then waiting in line and some shit like that. It's I've always found that part stupid. I was like, yo, times have changed, and why the fuck are we not just why are we not using technology now to like change these votes? But that's just me. Also, and I do mean also, I did not like both candidates. And I don't believe, and I don't care what anybody say. I understand our ancestors died just to try to vote, and that's to me that's their story. That's not ours. I'm glad they say like if you voted, I'm glad you voted. You achieved something, and like I don't take voting for granted, but I also feel like I have a lot to say so when I don't vote, especially because I didn't want to. Vote for a president that didn't give a damn about us. And yet you want us to go vote for him. You like I don't feel like either candidate gave a damn about their people. I feel like none of them really had plans. And this is supposed to be the leader of the free world. And these people are supposed to be like these people running the state. I always said I don't need I need confidence and responsibility. Like I'd have voted for Bernie Sanders in a heartbeat. Bernie Sanders, I keep saying Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders in a heartbeat because I feel like Bernie Sanders was for the people. Like Bernie would have got my vote instantly if that was Bernie Sanders running instead of Kamala Harris. You definitely got my vote. I would have went to the polls and everything. And, make sure I voted for Bernie. But it didn't go that way. I didn't like either candidates, and I feel like I will rather hold my vote than to waste my vote. I feel like if I'd have just voted for Kamala Harris, despite me not being independent, me not being a Democrat, I felt like I'd have wasted my vote then. It was like, oh, you voted for Trump? Oh, damn, no, let me take it back. You know you can't take it back. And you just be like, fuck. So I feel like for a lot of people, it's just like most people, they're just sick of the system. Most people feel like voting doesn't work because even when you get your candidate, let's say you get your candidate in and they don't do nothing, it's just like, damn, why do I even vote for you? And some people is just like, well, I don't know. So you got that right there. So like I would rather with I feel like I hold more of a voice withholding my vote instead of making a random vote for someone that I don't even fuck with. I feel like even then our ancestors would do the same if we're not having a candidate that's gonna um that's gonna do what we asked them to do because they are a servant to the peoples. And we feel like if they don't do that, I'm not going to fucking waste my time and vote for them. And that's just me. So, and that's the reason why I didn't vote. Now, I know a lot of people, like I said, they're going to say you should have an opinion, but I don't care. I was like, I feel like I made my valid, um, official enough. So that's just me. Let me know what you guys think. Who did you vote for, and who came out? Uh, do you feel like Trump came out victorious? Till then, my name is Skillfly, and I'm out. Peace.